Chapter 2. It was the first Columbus Day weekend that we'd not gone away. Instead, we had walked the familiar streets of Amherst and Northampton and picnicked at our usual spot by the lake at Northampton University, where I was recently tenured. We were celebrating our 5th wedding anniversary. That very night, Sam had planned and cooked everything on the menu. Grilled salmon with herbs and garlic, roasted red potatoes with rosemary and thyme, arugula salad, and strawberry cheesecake for dessert. He set the table with the good china and silverware, the stuff we hadn't used since we got married, and lit the candlesticks, only to realize that he'd forgotten to buy the sparkling cider. I told him that we didn't need it. Water in wine glasses sufficed, or maybe some flat ginger ale that sat abandoned in the back of the fridge. But no, he insisted, stubborn rat bastard that he is. Shit, man, he said, half laughing. He put on his leather aviator jacket. You're going to get it now? I asked. It's almost 9 o'clock. We're already eating so late. There's something romantic about it, don't you think? Besides, this has to be perfect, sweetheart. 5 years, I want you completely blissed out so you can be ready for your present. Gee, Sammy, don't lay on the pressure. I just got you socks. His blue eyes twinkled the way sunshine dapples on a lake. After he grabbed his keys by the door, he then turned and rushed me like a linebacker, pinning me against the wall and kissing me, running his hand along my thigh and up under my skirt. Not yet, stud muffin, I said. We both laughed. Our mutual disdain for the term had actually transformed it into one of our favorites. I wrapped my leg around him, reconsidering. You know, we could just skip dinner altogether. Give it to the cat. Not a chance. We're going all the way. Dinner, candles, dessert, and then more dessert. He let go of me and banged his head on the wall a few times before leaning in for another kiss. Woman, we are gonna break the bed tonight. Is that a promise? He then took a step back, and his ocean blue eyes brightened, as if seeing me in a new light. God, I think I fall in love with you every day, he said. See you in a bit, sweetheart. When he opened the door, a whiff of chilly autumn air blew in. He looked at me again, then took off his jacket and hung it from the inside doorknob. Not gonna need that right now, he said. After he closed the door, I returned to the kitchen, fanning myself with my hand, and opened the freezer door. I'd lost track of how long it was taking Sam just to get sparkling cider. When I heard the knock at the door, I just assumed he'd forgotten his house key again. Why that boy didn't put all his keys on the same ring, I couldn't figure out. He had once rationalized something about everything having its place. That, and he made the crude joke of one bulge in his pants being enough. But I opened the door to find an Amherst police officer towering in the doorway, the smell of hickory and dried leaves wafting in the air. Mrs. Van Zandt? The officer asked in a baritone voice. Yes? There's been an accident. That's all I remember. Local newspaper clippings filled in the rest of the details. Sam was killed by a drunk driver, a freshman student from NU. It happened around 9:30, as Sam was pulling out of the convenience store. The car plowed into him like he wasn't even there. A brand new Mustang. The next generation in muscle cars, an ad said. The medics found shards of glass from the cider bottle and broken window all over his body. The driver and his 2 buddies got out a little battered, with a few broken ribs and concussions. Sam was rushed to the hospital and pronounced dead in the ER. For the first 3 months following his death, I cried and wandered aimlessly from room to room in our house and stared out the windows. Dried leaves filled the backyard, only to be covered by an early December snow, which then turned to soggy January mush.